A Hibbing man was sentenced today after escaping a correctional facility and spending 2 weeks on the run. A judge decided 41-year-old Michael Hart will spend about a year and a half in prison for that incident. He pleaded guilty back in June after escaping NERCC in September. After his escape, he led authorities on a weeks-long manhunt before being tracked down to a home on the Iron Range. He allegedly assaulted deputies during his arrest. He was also recently sentenced to about 3.5 years in prison for a separate burglary conviction.